Good morning and welcome to Rocket Travels. I gotta go, this seems like a repetitive thing over the last 12 months. Going back to the UK once again, the last time as well. Going back to the UK for about 4 weeks just to oversee the transfer of my business. That'll take 2 or 3 weeks, get the money in the bank for that. And then I've also got to sign over my house, sign the paperwork, get the money in the bank for that. So yeah, 3 or 4 weeks, and I've got a leaving due on the 29th of June. So and then that'll be it. That's done. You won't be seeing any more vlogs on me going, I'm going back to England. It's not going to happen. Well, don't say never. You know what they say, don't say never. There might be circumstances in the future where I need to go back to the UK. I do have a big group of friends in the UK, and I'm going to miss you all if you're watching dearly. You've been amazing. Without you guys, you know, life wouldn't have been so good. I've got a lot to be grateful for your support and loyalty over the years. Yeah, you're fantastic, amazing. Anyway, my bags are packed. You might be thinking, why have I got a suitcase? Well, some of you might, some of you might not. I've got a suitcase, it's empty. So the idea is to bring a full one over to Thailand, take an empty one back, and then on my last return, I'm just going to chuck as much as my personal belongings in there as I can. So that's where we're at. Oh, let me just get up out of my little nest. I'm going to miss my little nest. It's not for long. I'd say 4 weeks maybe. The boss is up. Yeah, Beastie is asleep. Bed's all made. I've tidied up as well. There's Beastie. She's safe in my bedroom. Some people like to make comments on why the bike lives in my bedroom. Well, it does. Yeah, why not? Where else are you going to put your bike? I ain't going to leave it out here in the bloody carport, am I? Anyway, so we are heading off to Bangkok. I said we're going to what we're going to do in Bangkok. We're there for a couple of days. I'm going to reminisce and tell you the story of why I ended up in Bangkok 23 years ago. Just this April just gone was I first came to Thailand for 10 days. But I'm going to go into all that, how long I came for, why I came to Thailand, where I stayed, etc. My first experiences. We'll go over all that when I land in Bangkok. But for the moment, just it's still early in the morning. I'm chilling. I'm all prepared, all ready. There weren't a lot to pack really. I've just got like I've got most of my stuff here now. I'm not taking stuff back. Just take minimal amount of stuff back to the UK just for a month. It's probably the shortest trip I've ever had back to the UK, and that's it. Am I nervous about it all? Yes, I am. If I'm honest, it's a big move. You know, saying goodbye to the UK. Like I said, don't say never ever. But yeah, it's my life somewhere else now. I'm extremely happy here, but I have had a few. Oh, am I doing the right thing? And what you know, you're gonna, things are gonna go through your head, but not a lot. On the whole, I'd say 95% of the time, it's I'm all for this big time adventure. So when I get back, which should be July, yeah, going on major adventures. I've said this before, this channel is going to be like about travelling. It's not about cost of living and moving to Thailand and all that. That will be part of the parcel. It's all part of my my little story, my experience. A lot of shouting and roaring in the neighbourhood today. Someone's moving out. One of my neighbours. So yeah, I will mix it up at times. You know, add to the story, add to the mix. Yeah, but predominantly this channel, what I want to do is I want to hit the road and go on some proper full-time adventures with no timescales. At the moment, it's looking, and I'm going to disclose my first trip, commit. I don't like to commit to trips and then it doesn't come through. I've done that before with India. I did suggest I was going to India, it didn't come off. But it's looking like July, August, I'm going back to Sumatra. I'll talk about that another day. But that is pretty much where I've got unfinished business in Sumatra. I'll explain all that another day, but that's I'm pretty sure that's going to be my first trip, mid-July, August time. So that's where we're at. So we're just waiting for the taxi. Charlie Chicken, if you've not seen my recent vlogs, I have a new addition to the house. Charlie Chicken. You should have seen the boss's face when I turned up with the chicken, man. What do you buy? She's jealous of Charlie. Anyway, going back to my nest. I'm going to do some editing next vlog, and yeah, just chill, relax, enjoy my nest, and we will see you all in Bangkok, where I'm going to tell you my story of why I came to Thailand, and my first sort of impressions when I first got here 23 years ago. Anyway, waffling on, we'll see you all in Bangkok. Okay, taxi's here. There's my taxi. There's your man, all my luggage, what luggage I do have. I'm actually quite excited to leave because knowing it's my last time. So we're on the off. See you later, bye bye. There's the boss, waving me goodbye with a big smile. And we are on the off to Bangkok. We'll see you all in Sukhumvit, Soi 5, Soi Ha. Okay, welcome to Bangkok. Taxi from Hua Hin to Bangkok. It's about 3 hours. It's a Saturday morning. Trip was pretty good. Sit up properly. Yeah, it's a nice little ride. I spent most of the time going over and over in my head what I'm going to vlog on today, which is me reminiscing my first ever trip to Bangkok. And yeah, it's put a smile on my face, just going over, you know, that first time ever coming to Bangkok. So some of it actually hasn't changed. Some of these little areas basically the route we're taking, some of the areas, they've not changed. A lot has changed, but we're going to be staying in a hotel called the Bel Air in Sukhumvit 5, Soi 5. It's where I first stayed. So we're just coming round the block. Not sure if you can see, this ain't gonna pick it up. Yeah, we're just going around the block. It's a bit difficult to get into Soi 5, so you have to kind of go around the block. So yeah, we're going to stay in the Bel Air. I'll explain the hotel, give you a show around, let you know the cost. I'll let you know what I paid 23 years ago, but we're going to check in first, and then we're going to go through the whole. There's no point in me telling you bits and bobs now. We're going to wait till we check in, and then we're going to have a little show around the hotel, and then we're going to hit the streets, and I'm going to explain my journey that I experienced 23 years ago. So next stop, we're going to be pulling up at the Bel Air in Soi 5, and we'll take it from there. Give you a little show around to start off with before we start telling you my epic story on why I came to Thailand, and yeah, my experience, my first experience on getting here. Okay, we are in Soi Ha, Sukhumvit Soi Ha. Wow, my legs are a bit stiff. Okay, boss, thank you. Okay, so yeah, this is where we're staying 23 years ago. Yeah, this is where we stayed 23 years ago. My first ever experience in Bangkok, and here we are back at the Bel Air, Bangkok. So we're going in. Back in the day, this used to be super posh. It's got a mini bar. It has a piano. If you watch my channel, I don't normally stay places like this, but there is a lovely piano and a lovely big reception area. So we're going to go and check in and hit the streets and tell you the story. Okay, we are all checked in I have somebody taking my bag for me. When I first came here to this hotel 23 years ago, I was in awe that somebody actually took my bag for me, like almost like a bellboy service. They take your bag up to your room. Back in the day, it was a 4-star hotel. It cost me back in the day 25 quid per night. Thank you. And they had a deal which was stay 3 nights, get 1 night free. I booked the original trip 23 years ago through a company called Trail Finders. It was old school. It was in London, down Kensington, and basically it was one of those walk-in travel places. A bit of an adventure travel agent. It wasn't like your Thomas Cook. They were basically setting up trips, holidays for the more adventurous. So yeah, Trail Finders was the company I used, and I booked my flight through them. Lufthansa, German airline. Whoa, lost my footing then. And yeah, indirect flight via Frankfurt, and then yeah, arrived in Dom Muang. Dom Muang was the old airport in Bangkok. Obviously Suvarnabhumi is more familiar with people nowadays. So after 23 years of staying in this hotel, I am finally back, and I am in this room here. This is my room? This room? Oh, you need a key, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. This vlogging thing is not going well. I need a key to get in there. I need to vlog and do my key thing at the same time. We're in, there we go. Right, so here we are in. I have arrived in my room. Put the key in the socket and we have light. Have more light? Okay, there you go. Yeah, back in the Bel Air. Not too sure where the lights are. It's very dark in here. All right, we have some lights. All right, let's sort the curtains out. Let's sort all this out. That's what we want. I want the view. I'm on the back end of the hotel. Last time I stayed here, I had a view of the pool and the other way. So have a different skyline on this trip. This gentleman's very kindly oversaw my journey up to my room. Have a minibar still? No, when I first started here 23 years ago, they had a minibar. So yeah, obviously over 23 years, some things have changed. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Yeah, yeah. I think the guy. I'm a bit out of touch with these type of hotels, man. I think I'll give the guy a tip for bringing my empty suitcase up later on. I think he was waiting for a tip. And I'm busy vlogging. I will go and find him and give him a few baht. Yeah, I will sort him out. So the room, like I say, back in the day it was 4-star. The view, yeah, it's a beautiful Bangkok skyline. What can I say? They do have a swimming pool here. We'll be having a swim. The rooms are pretty much the same. It's a good quality room. This room is costing me 41 English pounds per night. The best price I got was with Agoda. So there's me, Rocket Travels with my bum bag. TV. There's my empty luggage. I told him it was heavy, and we went to pick it up, and it was not heavy, and he laughed. Wardrobes, room safe. No robes, we're not that posh for 40 quid. But yeah, a lot of things have changed. When I first came here, the mini bar, there was whiskey, there was booze, beer chang, and now there's a couple of bottles of water. There used to be a little basket as well, like with you could buy a map and toiletries and all kinds of little gadgets you could buy. So things have definitely changed over the years. They look like they've still got the same telephones and little control panel. You can control all the lights and the aircon. You can set your alarm clock. Some of the sockets have improved. They've got USB sockets in the room. Aircon is coming out of there. more mirrors, you don't want to see me. And yeah, beautiful bathroom, man. Check this out. Lots of freebie toiletries for me to load my bag up with. It is very clean. It is very, very clean. There's me, if you haven't seen me before. Yeah, it's very clean, very, very clean. And they've even put, check this out on the toilet roll, man. They've like folded the toilet roll, so it looks well posh. So yeah, lots of things have changed. Things do change in time. We're going to hit the street and tell you a few more stories about my first trip to Thailand. But this was my first hotel room, not this one in particular, 23 years ago. So let's go and have a wander around the streets, and I'll tell you a little bit more about my journey to Thailand. Okay, so where does my story start? Right, okay, we're going deep end. I used to be a snowboarder. Yes, believe it or not, I was a snowboarder, man. I've always been into board sports. When I was a kid, skateboarding. I never surfed, but I enjoyed going to watch the surfers, etc. I liked board sports, so I took up snowboarding, and I spent 5 seasons snowboarding, mainly in France, and I did have a trip to Canada in my final years. So why did that bring me to Thailand? One extreme to another. When I was returning off my snowboarding trips, I used to tell people how cold it was. Like when I was in Canada, there was like wind chills of -25, and yeah, people said, "You're mad, why don't you go somewhere hot?" So I turned up down the pub one day. I said, "I'm going somewhere hot," and they was all expecting me to say somewhere like Spain, you know, southern France or whatever, somewhere European. And then I surprised them all by saying I'm going to Thailand. So I was living in London at the time, and I decided to go down Kensington High Street to a company called Trail Finders, who specialised in the more adventurous style holidays. So I booked up a trip to Thailand, basically just to Bangkok, for 10 days. And the purpose of the mission was to go wakeboarding. If you don't know what wakeboarding is, if you think of skiing on snow and snowboarding, you've got water skiing and you've got wakeboarding. So it's like snowboarding on water. So that's what brought me to Thailand in the first place. On arrival, oh my god, culture shock. Massive culture shock. We're going to walk back actually. I just walked down this way because I was getting, funny enough, getting harassed by taxi drivers. Anyway, yeah, so flew to Thailand. Massive culture shock. The taxi on the way from the airport, the old airport, Don Muang, that was the original international airport. Yeah, I was like a meerkat. I'd never seen such sights. The hustle, the bustle, people cooking on the streets, people working on the streets, taxis, tuk-tuks, the signage, the wires. I mean, you only have to look in, you see all the wires on the street, and all the tropical plants and all the tropical trees. It was just life, bustling everywhere. I just couldn't, I was mesmerised. I was buzzing. I've always loved travelling, and this was like, I'm going, this is the piece de resistance. So I've always loved travelling, and this was like, I'm thinking, this is it. I'm a real traveller now. So got to the hotel. You've just seen the hotel, me arriving. Yeah, first things first, someone opened the door for me like in a uniform. You know, hotel uniform, and I was going, wow, someone's opened the door for me. No one's ever opened a door for me in my days, man. I'm going to turn the camera around, show you Soi 5. And then on check-in, someone took my luggage. You just see the guy take my luggage to my room. I was like going, this is just crazy. I've never had such service in my days. And then entering my room, you've just seen the room. It was a lot different back in the day. They had a mini bar, I went straight into the minibar, got a beer. I think if I remember rightly, I was a lot younger. I was 36 years of age. I can remember jumping up and down on the bed in excitement. Oh man, it was yeah. And then after I sort of settled in my room, yeah, it was time to hit the streets. I was keen to get out, and as soon as I walked out that door, so there's the hotel there, as soon as you walked out that door, this street was banging. There was people cooking on the streets, there was market stalls. Unfortunately, that's all gone over the years. There isn't any street food in a lot of the sois like there was 20 odd years ago in a lot of places in Bangkok. The government have stopped it all, cleared the streets. But yeah, I walked out the door of the hotel, and the smells and the noise and the ambience were like, I'm going, oh my god, what am I let myself in for? So I hot-footed it back in the hotel because I was a little bit nervous of the whole experience. So I went back in the hotel, went to the bar and got myself a couple of beers, and then after a couple of beers, bit of Dutch courage, I decided to hit the streets. So I committed, walked out, and I was on the streets of Bangkok, and I was looking for somewhere to sit down basically and have a beer. To be quite honest, there have been bars come and gone in this soi. There's one coming up here, Gulliver's. It wasn't here back in the day, so to find somewhere for a drink was yeah, it was a bit of a mission. In fact, at one stage I jumped in one of these taxis, and I didn't speak any Thai at all, and I remember the guy's taxi I got into, he didn't speak any English, so I'm trying to communicate to the taxi driver to take me somewhere. He took me to the shopping mall. There's a shopping mall, I don't know if it's still there, but it's just up the road. So I'm in this shopping mall looking at leather belts and handbags and jewellery and designer clothes and stuff, and I'm going, right, let's go back to the hotel. Back in the day, you didn't have any internet as such. I didn't have a mobile phone. I didn't have any you know, Google. There was no Google. I had a Lonely Planet book. So I went back and had a little read and had a little look at the map, and I went out on the street again, and I come to the end of this soi. We'll come to the end of the soi in a minute, and I basically turned left and I come across a bar, and I was very thankful to be sat there having a cold beer. And then from there I just found my feet, started to chill. I started to enjoy the lovely ambience of Bangkok. Some people love it, some people hated it. I took an instant like to it, and it was the people as well. Everywhere people were friendly. There is a tattoo studio here, Jimmy Wong. Oh wow, I'll see if I can show you this guy here, Jimmy Wong, since 1971. I had my first tattoo in Bangkok here, and here it is. I don't know if you can see that on my knee. That was my first ever tattoo in Bangkok 23 years ago by this guy, Jimmy Wong. I'm going to go in there in a bit and see if Jimmy Wong is still alive. Should we go and see if he's still alive? I don't know. He was pretty old boy back in the day, so 1971. He used to do the tattoo conventions and everything. So we're going to go in and take a look. I don't know. They might be interested to know that I got tattooed by Jimmy Wong back in the day. Let's go and have a look. Swaddy Carb. It's okay. I can film. Okay. Jimmy Wong tattoo. He's still alive.
Yes.
He's still alive.
Yeah.
He tattooed my knee there 23 years ago. Here, 23 years. So he's still tattoo? He's still tattoo?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's booking.
Sorry?
Need to booking.
Oh, need to book in. Okay. Well, thank you, because I just wanted to know if he's still tattooed.
He 75 years old.
75. Oh, wow. Super cool. Okay, thank you, ladies. Thank you. Okay, that was they were a bit shy, but I don't blame them sticking the camera in their faces. But yeah, my first ever tattoo 23 years ago, and Jimmy Wong, he's alive and kicking and 75 years of age, and he's still tattooing. Over the years, this place, Gulliver's, was established. It is now closed. So yeah, that was really nice to see that Jimmy Wong has still got the tattoo studio there. I didn't know if that place would still exist after all these years. It is a little bit of a hole in the wall establishment. It wasn't like that back in the day. Back in the day, it was like an open tattoo bar, and next to it they had a Japanese only massage parlour, which was interesting. Watching all the Japanese guys going into the massage parlour, I was going, what the hell is going on, man? To be completely honest, it has still kept a lot of its charm, especially with the wires. Bangkok and a lot of areas in Thailand are famous for its electric wires, overhead wires, or whatever you want to call them. This soy down here was all Japanese only bars, so if you weren't Japanese, you weren't getting in the establishment. The soy has changed. Massage parlours, legit ones, not those naughty ones, restaurants, yeah, restaurants. Okay, so we'll go back up onto the main soy 5, but just walking down here is bringing back such memories. I laughed at myself back in the day, and I still laugh at what I was like back in the day. I was like a fish out of water. A lot of things down here really haven't changed. There's always been ATMs across there. I used to use one of the hairdressers here. I think it was possibly that one, the Best Haircut Beauty Salon. I'm pretty sure it was there. I used to go in there for my haircut and my shave. There are now a handful of cannabis bars. I have actually stayed in this hotel. What its name is, I'll let you know. But this used to be when we used to want breakfast. We used to go in here, Foodland Supermarket. It has changed big time over the years, but we used to go in here. I'm not too sure whether you're allowed to film in here, but basically we used to come in here and we used to get breakfast here. Look, you still can get breakfast, English breakfast, 139 baht, and we used to sit at the bar there and order our breakfast. Yes, pal, yes. So yeah, so we used to go in there for breakfast. Unsavoury character there in the background. Yeah, we visited this area maybe 10 years ago, and we said we wouldn't stay here again. There are some unsavoury sorts and not Thai people floating around. That guy there, I didn't like the look of him at all. Just a matter of being streetwise. There used to be a bar up the top there, bar restaurant. It looks like it's shut now. It's like most things all over the world, and especially Thailand, is things change. This hotel, I don't know, I'm going to bang it up. I have stayed here before. I stayed here just before COVID hit. They did a ridiculous deal, something like 20 quid a night to stay in a high-star hotel. There was no one there. Everyone was getting out of the country. I got back to the country, back to England, and the UK shut down about a week later, so I got out of Dodge just in time. Okay, they have. I've not seen this before. They have banging. Hello, sir. How you doing? You having a good time? Okay, good man, good man. See the lovely people in Bangkok? Okay, we've just come to the end of Soi 5. Soi Ha. Ha in Thai is 5. And yeah, the whole soy, everything, the street has changed. They have McDonald's here. That wasn't there back in the day. And all the street here to the right, still have the tuk-tuks. Hello, sir. How you doing? How you doing, sir? How you doing? All right. Nice to meet you.
Where are you going now?
I'm going nowhere, my friend. I go sleep, maybe. Go sleep. Anyway, this guy is gonna try and get me to get in a tuk-tuk. I shook his hand and tried to be friendly, but yeah, it's an alternative. There's something else going on in his head. He wants him $1. So anyway, years and years ago, when you used to walk down here, well, you'd struggle to walk down here because it was just stalls and stalls, food stalls. They still do have the odd food stall, but years ago they'd have all your fake clothing items. I used to buy all my surf t-shirts from here, Billabong, Rip Curl. It was about £1 a t-shirt back in the day, if that. They still have in the evenings some street stalls, but this used to be like just make a big Sukhumvit street market. So yeah, the hustle and bustle from back in the day has gone. We are at some stage going to do a full tour of Sukhumvit. This is not what this vlog is about, but it's busy Bangkok. Some things there haven't changed. Bangkok is still banging with traffic, and above you have the SkyTrain. SkyTrain is a saviour for getting around Bangkok. Meerkat, mate, meerkat, filming, working, cap. Yeah, just I can't. Some people say speak Thai. I do speak a little bit Thai. I just said to the guy in Thai, no thank you. I just choose not to use speak Thai on my channel. Okay, I just thought I'd mention as well, when I first came to Bangkok and Thailand, I returned within about 4 weeks. I got hooked and addicted on Thailand. I was one of those. Yeah, they always say if you come once you'll always come back, and I've been coming back ever since. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed my little story. I've lost my voice a little bit. Not too sure what's happened there. I have a new friend. No, he's gone. There was a cat there. Anyway, no cheeky chang, because it's going to be difficult. A lot of the bars around here, they're not the type of bars you can film in. So I'm just outside 7-Eleven with my Dido and a bar of chocolate. And yeah, so it's time for the outro. That is nice and cool, man, after all that vlogging. What's happened to my voice? It's totally gone. Anyway, it's all that yammer, innit? Anyway, for Rocket Travels, over and out. Have a good day, guys. We're in Bangkok for 2 days. Do a couple more vlogs. See you soon.